Good morning, everybody. This is Two coming at you guys again. So I had another investor ask me how I was able to get my first wholesale deal completed, and the answer to that has a few segments of it. Normally I target absentee owner through my direct mail campaign, and I pretty much I was new, so I didn't know what I was doing. Like kind of like right now, I just pretty much pulled a random list with no criteria of absentee owner and mailed it out. You know, after a few mailing cycle, I had a seller contact me, and he was interested in selling his property. We talked quite a bit, but yeah, it wasn't to the point where he was ready to go. So, the key number one point here is that you gotta be consistent with your follow-up game, right? And that's where most people fail, is that they'll follow up once or twice and they'll give up, right? So in this particular case, I had to follow up with the guys 4 times before we even really got into a serious discussion of selling, right? So prior to that, one of the things that I've learned talking to this guy, hey, this is Two again. Sorry, I had to pause the video and redo it. I wasn't gonna beat the lawn blower over here. So one of the things that I've learned in this conversation through my first interaction is that, you as investors go in thinking that, hey, you know what, I'm gonna get a lot of money, right? But the reality is it's not about the money, right? The reality is about helping the sellers and their situation. There's a saying by Zig Ziglar that says, you'll get everything that you want if you just help enough people get what they want, right? So what that means is that, in this particular case, instead of me just trying to get what I want, I was tailoring to what the seller needed, right? So in this particular case, he wanted out of that situation, right? And it was also the fact that I've also become kind of like good friends with them through the phone calls. And so my point here is that you got to create relationship. 1, follow up. 2, it's not about the money. It's about helping the seller, right? The money is secondary. And 3, you got to build rapport, right? So if you could get those 3 things, they'll pretty much come along and go through with everything with you, right? So that's kind of how I was able to get my first deal to go through and work. So hopefully this helps out. If you guys like this video, want me to do some more, just drop a comment down and I'll kind of put in what my 2 cents are. I'll catch you guys on the next video.